What is proto-dank sharding from EIP4844? In this video, we're just going to discuss that and all the buzz around it in the Ethereum community. So without any further ado, let's get started. So to understand proto-dank sharding, we would need to start first with what is dank sharding. So maybe let's restart the video with what is dank sharding. So dank sharding, probably you would need to understand sharding first. So maybe let's start from sharding, and I promise this is the final cut. Sharding is a process used in database technologies to make them more efficient by dividing a large database into smaller chunks called shards. The same way, Ethereum community agreed that we need sharding in Ethereum to ensure scalability. Now how this would work is you could imagine a bigger blockchain like Ethereum would probably be divided into smaller blockchains, which could be called shards, which will result in a case where all these validators need not to maintain this huge blockchain ledger. Instead, they could just keep the copy of their own shard. So now the first thing that came to my mind when I thought about sharding in a network like Ethereum for the first time was security. So imagine if there is a bad actor which wanted to gain control over the network to do some fraudulent transactions. So in a huge blockchain, it's super complex to gain that computational power or enough stake to get this transaction through. Though when network is divided into shards, you would need a lot more less computational power or stake in the network to manipulate it. Well, not that simple, because the validators that are chosen to validate these shards are picked randomly. This was sharding. So now let's talk about what is dank sharding. So this amazing researcher, Dankred Feast at Ethereum Foundation, proposed dank sharding based on his name, as you can guess it. Now in very simple way, what he proposes is these roll-up technologies need not to push all the data in called data, which is very expensive as all the nodes keep a copy of it. Instead, this data can be stored on binary large objects or blobs which are attached with each transaction. Now this would be a game-changing scenarios for the rollups, as the 93% of the gas cost that is paid on all the different types of rollups on Ethereum is for the call data cost. And now with the new blob-carrying transactions, we can expect the gas cost going down in several multiples. Ideally, this would also help to increase the max TPS possibilities for the rollups. Now another amazing researcher, Proto Lambda, proposed EIP4844, which is proto-dank sharding. Now proto-dank sharding is a proposal to implement most of the logic that could build the ground for dank sharding, like transaction formats, verification rules, etc. But it's not really a sharding solution, as all the validators would still need to validate the availability of the full data. Simply put, proto-dank sharding brings blob-carrying transactions to the table for the rollups. What this means that rollups can now store their transaction data on this blob which is not stored on Ethereum, and this implementation is still aligned with the full dank sharding vision. So that's sharding, dank sharding, and proto-dank sharding for you. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you press that like button, subscribe to our channel, and press that bell icon. This was Shiv, product manager at Tatum. See you next time.